Halloween has passed and the holiday season is upon us. Thanks for laying over. This is how to travel. Originally, this channel was supposed to be a New Year's resolution, but I had an encounter at work that made me think that this information is more pertinent now. Here are my top suggestions for surviving holiday travel. First, be prepared for delays. And I don't just mean from the airline. As many of you already know, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving is the busiest travel day of the year. Knowing that information, I have noticed over the last couple of years that demographically, the people who travel during Thanksgiving are grandma and grandpa, and the people who travel during Christmas are young families with children. Older passengers move slowly. They move slowly, they board slowly, they store their items slowly, and they get into their seat slowly. As long as you're aware of this, it'll keep you from pulling your hair out. The other thing I've noticed with older travelers is that they somehow feel obligated to bring a larger roller bag, but there's often nothing in it. So it's gonna take up space, but it doesn't weigh anything. When you are considering traveling with kids, Mom and Dad are already under a lot of stress, and then keeping track of other small humans who demand their attention constantly can be very stressful. So give parents a little bit of extra grace, and I know they will greatly appreciate it. If you are the family traveling with young children, please remember to bring entertainment, and not just iPads. There's no guarantee that the airport or the airplane will have power available, so books, coloring, toys, these are all great things to bring with you. The second part of expecting delays is to bring your own snacks. Airport food is expensive, and as long as it's not a large liquid item, you can bring things through security. I highly recommend protein or snack bars like Clif or Kind. You can even bring the Go-Go Squeeze applesauce packets because they're under 3 ounces. If you're ever curious about what you can and cannot bring through TSA security, you can go to tsa.gov and they have a great search function. I also highly recommend bringing your refillable water bottle. Most airports nowadays have water bottle refill stations, and you can even spruce things up a bit by bringing any flavor, powder, or liquid. Getting dehydrated during travel is frequent because we are flying at higher altitudes, and dehydration can lead to things like fatigue and headaches. And you don't want to show up to Thanksgiving with either of those. The other thing that I highly recommend is bringing your own entertainment. Now that's easy, we all have our phone. However, after a long day of travel, how's your battery looking? So instead of just an electronic entertainment, I also highly recommend a book or a magazine, whatever your preference is. I also highly recommend corded headphones. One of the things that are frequently lost on flights are AirPods or other wireless headphones. They fall out of your ear when you're not thinking about it, and they're almost impossible to find once the plane has landed. And a lot of times you can also plug them into the screens on the plane, depending on if they have them. And then of course, most importantly, bring your patience. And while this last one is a suggestion, it's also a sort of plea. Have patience with your airline employees. They are also overworked, very stressed out, and very busy. Having just an extra moment of kindness can go a really long way. Especially because if you're traveling during the holidays, that person is working during the holidays. Thanks again for laying over. I'll see you on the next flight. Bye-bye now. Everything in this house sings. Literally.